The computer's hardware is thought of as the most important because it will not work. Simply put, if you know how to take care of the hardware of a computer and understand their function, each of its device, then it is simple to determine what the problem is in the event of the unit stops working. Hardware refers to the physical, tangible computer equipment and devices, which provide support for major functions such as input, processing, internal storage, computation and control. Output secondary storage for data and programs, and communications. Computer hardware servicing is a blanket term applied to the act of supporting and maintaining computer hardware. This includes diagnosing computer hardware issues, upgrading hardware on a computer, and repairing computer hardware. By assessing and understanding every computer hardware component, you may know about its significance and you can execute the troubleshooting steps that are correct if it breaks down. Every hardware component is very important to the operation of the computer. Computer's functioning depends upon how good your hardware is. Make certain that they're always in good condition. In this era, it's difficult to deny technology's influence. We are living in an age where it's computerized and automated. And amidst all of those technology's progress that humankind has attained, one device was created as engineering advances that will too become relevant to our lives. The computer. Nobody can deny that computers are an important part of our lives, the way any mobile phone does. It's safe to say that in this day and age, which is why it's essential that we know our computer works, that we be conscious of the things that we ought to do. If it stops working, the computer's hardware is thought of as the most important because it will not work. Simply put, if you know how to take care of the hardware of a computer and understand their functions, each for the device, then it is simple to determine what the problem is in the event the unit stops working. So as to be knowledgeable about basic computer troubleshooting, you have to be knowledgeable about computer hardware. An example of this is the memory of the computer, or RAM. Applications and all programs that are conducted in a computer needs memory. Without RAM, it will not function. Apart from that, in the event you've got a RAM, but it will have the specification to stay informed about the programs that are being run, the operation would be slowed down to a crawl. When it comes to computer hardware, then you need to be certain it's not obsolete, and therefore you want to upgrade based on what type of program that you are currently using. Advantages of hardware: reduce cost by automating routine tasks such as record keeping, accounting and payroll. Improve customer service or supplier relationships. Develop more effective communication within the business or with the customers. Increase business efficiency and staff productivity. Different hardwares are monitor, motherboard, power supply unit, expansion cards, main memory, CPU, and many more. Keyboard. A computer keyboard is an input device used to enter characters and functions into the computer system by pressing buttons or keys. It is the primary device used to enter text. A keyboard typically contains keys for individual letters, numbers, and special characters, as well as keys for specific functions. Mouse. The mouse is the second most important input device of a computer. Using the mouse, you can move the mouse pointer or cursor on the computer screen, allowing you to interact with the computer. Douglas and Jill Bart invented the first computer mouse in 1963. It can move and select text, icons, files, and folders. For desktop computers, the mouse is placed on a flat surface, such as a mousepad or a desk, and is placed in front of your computer. Monitor. The hardware monitor is responsible for reading and visually displaying or exporting data values that it receives from sensors. This includes the following sensor types: battery data of the portable computers, user-defined artificial sensors to monitor the operating system. Displays the computer's user interface and open programs, allowing the user to interact with the computer, typically using the keyboard and mouse. Motherboard. Motherboard is the spine of your PC. It is the link between all of the different components inside your computer. One of the major functions of a motherboard is to act as the hub to which other computer devices connect. A board can come in many formations to fit different needs, budgets, and speed. Power supply. A power supply is an electrical device that supplies electric power to an electric load. The primary function of a power supply is to convert electric current from a source to the correct voltage, current, and frequency to the power of the load. Expansion cards, alternatively referred to as an add-on card, expansion board, internal card, interface adapter, or card. An expansion card is a PCB that fits into an expansion slot on a desktop computer. An expansion card is used to give a computer additional capabilities such as enhanced video performance via a graphics card. The computer hardware market consists of sales of computer hardware by entities, organizations, sole traders, and partnerships that produce computer hardware, including digital equipment for everyday use in homes and for performing day-to-day activities in offices, such as personal computers, laptops, and tablets.